Hello and welcome. Today's guided visualization is all about releasing grief, which can so take you and stop you from being able to move forward with your life. Hello, I'm Carol DeChaine, and I am a certified transformational life and business coach, specializing in helping people move through change and times in their life when they just need a little bit more help, whether it's an emotional or limiting belief time that you need to work through, or whether it's a shift in your perspective and making that dream come true. Maybe you need to envision it first to realize you deserve it and then to move through it. I'm also a certified Marconic energy recalibration practitioner, and more on that later. So today, if you're ready, let's move through this guided visualization on how to release this grief, at least so that you can start functioning, and you might need to come back here quite a bit if you indeed can't release it easily. So hopefully you're getting comfortable and you're getting ready to close your eyes wherever you are. Well, not if you're driving, obviously, but wherever you sit and can close your eyes, whether you're outside with the grass or you're sitting on a balcony or you're sitting on a couch or your bed, be somewhere comfortable, knowing that wherever you are right this minute is okay. Wherever your grief is taking you, it's okay. Even if it's a year from where you started and people are telling you, why aren't you moving on? It's okay. If you're here, it's because you're ready to let it go, even if you don't feel you can yet. So release the worry. Release the worry. That's something that is part and parcel of going through this. You will let it go little by little. It doesn't mean you'll ever forget or you'll ever completely feel healed. But most of the time, people can stay in this joy-filled, I love this person and this being phase, even though they miss them in the physical body. So take a breath and close your eyes. And let's get connected to this grief. Much of it may be in your heart. If it feels like it's cracking and it hurts, it could be in your stomach where you have this tension and this ball, this heaviness. It could be where parts of your body that usually give you trouble are flaring up. Maybe you can't walk because your knees are killing you, or your hip, or your shoulders are so tight. Or maybe you have migraines because you put all your tension in one place. And of course, our emotions are kind of wacky and messy when we're going through grief and all the stages they talk about. And our mind goes in circles and can't think straight. So all those places, it's okay. Wherever you are, just know it's okay. And now I want you to start being aware of where you carry your grief. It's in your body, and that's where we're first going to start. I want you to imagine a container that you're standing in. It's like a big open cup, and you're standing in the middle, and you look down and you see like it's almost a funnel because you can see there's a hole at the base. And you don't know exactly, perhaps at the moment, what is going to happen for you, but you feel safe and comfortable, and it's okay. But you start to feel this grief wherever you feel it. Feel the tension maybe in your stomach, the pain in your heart, the feeling of just tension and pain in your head like it's going to explode. Wherever it is, start to see that shifting into liquid form. Feel that tension kind of, instead of being this heavy, big thing, start to see it becoming liquid. And start to see it filling up the cup around you because it's coming out your pores. all of the pain is coming out your pores, and it's allowing you to release it, even if it's just a little by little. And you see the cup start to fill up at the bottom, but it's also draining out that hole. So while maybe it's raising up around your ankles, you also see it leaving. It's not just staying, it's leaving. It's going off and being transmuted into joy. As it starts flipping out, sifting out through the bottom, you can feel other parts of your body that are tense, that are tight, or have pain, loosening, shifting to liquid form, and coming out your pores, coming out, releasing, and going into the cup you're standing in, that big glass. Maybe it's a pitcher, but you see it. Even if it comes up to your knees, it never gets higher. It seems to keep coming up, and then you notice it keeps coming out through the hole at your feet. When you see it coming up to your thighs, and all of that pain is coming out, it's coming out in buckets. It's coming out so fast that you may be a little scared that you're going to have trouble releasing it out the bottom of that cup. But there's nothing to fear. There's never more than what there's room for. And you will never go above your waist, and you'll never drown. The grief just pours out of you. And it goes out of your pores, out of your tears probably, and down through that hole at the bottom of your cup, releasing it more and more. And if you're crying, know that it's another way of releasing. Allow it out. Allow it to go. And allow, as those things empty, as you feel certain parts of your body releasing the pain, the fear, the anguish, the feeling of being alone, whatever it is you're feeling, feel a peace, center, and come into that section of your being every time you release another section of grief, so that it's filled with something, and the grief can't come back. You'll feel a loss. You'll feel a love that you don't have that person, but you'll also feel this peace. You're going to release this grief more and more. And as much as you can release right at this minute, watch it go down this drain, which starts to get a little bigger. The drain starts opening a bit so that more and more can leave, and it won't make you feel like you're drowning in it. And as it comes out and that peace starts filling up wherever it comes out, allow yourself to breathe. Allow yourself to smile that much you love that person that you're grieving. Feel that person in your being. Feel that love. Allow the grief to go as much as you can, to release as much as it can right now. Shift to liquid form. Let it out your pores, out your tears, however it's coming out. Go down through that hole in the glass that you're standing in. Allow it to transmute to peace and to joy, a quiet joy, because you have this person and this being in your life. And now I want you to see that what's happening is that there's a circle at the bottom where that hole is. There's a circle. There's a tubing at the bottom, and it comes up and it comes up back up and around. So what you're really feeling is that grief transmuted into peace. As it comes up, it shifts into this gold light and it brings it down through you. So you release the grief through the liquid, through your pores, down into that hole, and it comes back around transmuting and becoming joy and peace. And it shifts into your being. And the more you can shift this, the calmer, the more peaceful that you'll become, and the more you'll feel at one with yourself, the universe, and with the being who has crossed to the other side. And as you allow that grief to release, you're going to feel more connected to that being on the other side. You're going to feel their presence more. You'll feel their love more. You'll feel connection. And it will be comforting. And you'll feel blessed to have them in your life still, even though you'll miss that physical connection. Know that you can release as much as you're willing to release right now. And you can keep coming back to this video if you need it. And keep releasing whatever grief you have. You may have someone you need to release that died a long time ago, that you thought you finished. You thought you had released your grief. But there may still be some left. You may want to look at each person that you've lost and see if there's any more grief to release, thereby bringing more peace, more quiet joy to you than you thought possible, especially at this time. And as you start draining away as much as you possibly can, just know that that grief that releases comes back transmuted to you every time and fills up those spaces where the grief was with peace and with a quiet joy of knowing that you can connect to this person at an energy level, that energetically they are still there with you. The last thing to release that may still be there that I haven't mentioned are emotions that are just stuck. Imagine those emotions shifting into liquid form. Maybe they're heavy and they have trouble coming out through your pores, but allow them to release in another way. Out, down the cup, through the hole in the cup, out and around, and transmuted and back to you every time. And as you start coming back into your body, and you step out of that glass, that cup, feel lighter. You can feel more peaceful. And you feel no guilt. You allow that guilt to be part of that grieving process. Whatever it was, you feel lighter. You feel more connected to your source and to the person that you've lost, more now than ever, because they'll be there for you. They'll be there whenever you need them. Shifting around and knowing that the grief is just a process. You can hang on to it, or you can release it, but you need to do it whatever way works best for you. And as you open your eyes and feel yourself being at least a little bit brighter and lighter than you were, a little more peaceful, or perhaps you feel a lot more peaceful, know that wherever you are in this process, honor yourself. No matter what anyone says to you, grief has its day. It has its reason. And losing someone in a three-dimensional world is very difficult for some of us, more than others. Some of us simply see and know that they can see people from the other side. They can talk to them. They can feel them, however they do it. But other people feel like they've lost the person forever. Even if they're a Christian or they're someone who knows, at least they think they know, that they're going to see the person later, or at least the being and the spirit. Don't worry. Allow yourself the process. And if I can help by having you come back here and doing this, if it helps, come back again. Each time you come back, you'll feel lighter and brighter, and you can do it for yourself and for anyone else who needs it. Forward this video connection to them so they can indeed feel lighter and give themselves that gift when they're ready. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Carol DeChaine, and my business is Connect to Joy, and that's what I do. I help people transform their lives, raise their vibrations through Marconic energy, as well as with energy space clearing to shift their joy around their house, to help lighten and brighten their house. I can do intuitive readings to clear any place you're stuck. And I also, of course, work with people all the time with transformational coaching to help you raise your vibration, find what you truly want in this life, and shift away your limiting beliefs and move with a concrete plan to have it happen for you, to have your life be all that you want it to be. And if I haven't mentioned it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell notification. You can also hook to my blogs. There's a link below to my website where you can sign up if you like the written word. There's also information about Marconics, the coaching, as well as energy space clearing, and you're there. And if you need a little bit of help or you'd like to talk about it, I do offer 30-minute free consultations, and there's a link to that below as well. Blessings on you. Until the next time, just know wherever you are in this grieving process, you're okay. You can do it, and you'll come out the other side. But give yourself that time and that gift to do it on your own, in your own time and in your own way. And if this helps you, do come back and go through it again and again if you need to. Until next time.